Welcome back to part 2 of Summer House. If you didn't catch part 1, go back. And if you didn't catch our West Side Scamandal coverage for the week, go back twice. Just go to our page, subscribe, and look for the videos.
Yeah,
There you go. The end.
Yeah.
Okay. Ciara, Mia, Amanda are in Ciara's room. Amanda's getting ready for the party. Like, she comes in saying she's got bad lighting in her room.
No, she just can't be alone. Yeah. She's a codependent asshole.
She starts getting all up in her feelings, like, oh, I feel so bad because I hurt this girl's feelings. And then it gets into, you know, Ciara talking about how great Amanda is. And the only reason that, you know, Kyle has half of what's going on in his life is because of Amanda. And then Ciara's got her back even more. And I literally wanted to like take my TV and throw it out the window. I was just, you threw this away for West? You hurt this human being?
Who's not going to get any better looking, by the way. I just want you to know, Wes Wilson is the hottest he will ever be. Trolls are not known for aging gracefully. This guy is only going to get fatter and with weirder facial hair.
But you know who is going to get better looking?
And yellower teeth. Sorry.
Ciara. And that could have been your best friend who you got to take every picture next to and elevated your picture because she was in it with you.
Yeah. And people will go, he must be someone because he has her. And now she's just a big fat no one.
This whole scene where Ciara's being
everything,
such a good
treating
friend.
her just like she treated Paige. That's how you know it was real for Ciara. It was real for her. And we'll just take 1 second to talk about your lady love, Mia. I don't know how specifically they met. I think that it was because Ciara needed an apartment and is Mia a broker.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if they knew each other before that or does she just need a broker and like.
He's on a selling something show.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Okay.
They were both on reality TV shows and I don't know if like their worlds just collided. They both live in New York and then the apartment thing and she did the lease for it.
So Ciara is a Mother Mary, God-fearing Christian woman. I think she's asking for things to come into her life. I think that Mia is literally a guardian angel sent to her at the most listen, things could get worse. I understand that these people live a nice life, but
they used to live in the same building.
Maybe one of the most emotionally horrific times of her life. Yeah. A lot of betrayal. I don't know if there was another woman who could have came in here and given her the softest landing she could possibly have with everything going on for her to be like, and this is like not a man hating she said, well, I think Wes is in love with you. I think she meant that. I think that was a pure right when she said that, I was like, Mia, don't, but Mia doesn't know, she's really just trying to be open-hearted and seeing this might work. He does seem very in love with you and whatever. So I just think that she's very pure of heart. And I just cannot think of a better person to be Ciara's right hand right now. And the fact that she got her the place and her place is in her own building. So she's moved her in there. And I know that when I was going through it, I had friends that lived in the building. Courtney lived in this building. My friend Kim did. My friend Brennan and Garrett, they still do. It was just a revolving door of people kind of taking care of me for a stint of time. And listen, everyone gets through everything. You don't need all of that to happen, but it would have been a lot darker of a time. The depression would have lasted way longer. Mia was talking about how I saw her in an interview saying that she gets up every morning and she gets she'll go get a juice and smoothie, whatever. And she always gets an extra one. And she just is text her, I'm coming up, and just goes there and they spend their mornings together, yuck it up. And then she's like, all right, I'm going to get to work. And I think they both go back to their respective units and probably reassemble at 6:00 for happy hour. You know, yeah. I really think that Mia's heaven sent.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
In the old realm of the Tin Hatters Club, it makes you wonder why this season of all the seasons does Mia show up?
Okay, because
of God,
because
Mike.
God, I think did I not explain all that? You heard Ciara walking down. Jesus,
that will live rent free.
I will never forget that. That was the funniest shit I ever saw. That was so cute. God.
Okay, so now the party starts. The whole thing of the party that was just so newts. Ben is sitting down next to Ciara. West is sitting next to Ciara. And this girl who doesn't know any of this is going on, allegedly.
It seems like she's seen the show. You know who Ciara is,
this
right?
That was a producer plant.
The girl.
100%.
Oh, I thought her and Wes, because Wes was just like, oh, I invited 96
invited
people.
I mean,
And you're
going
like
over
a
to sit
loser
on,
for knowing
on
that, by
his
the way.
lap. I mean,
Oh. I was like, I thought they knew each
Like,
other.
listen.
But yeah, sure.
maybe there was a time in my life where I dated someone I worked with, and maybe we broke up, and maybe I started dating someone that I also worked with very shortly after, and we all maybe worked at the same place, and maybe it was a little uncomfortable.
Are you Wes Wilson's dad?
Breaking news. But like
You met Ciara? I'm jealous.
West, yourself. But for a half a second, I was like, ooh, I know I've been here, where the new girl comes and wants to claim her territory, and you don't want to piss her off, but you also don't want to disrespect the previous one. Can't say old one. Like, and listen, Wes, you put your own ass in that situation, as did I. But it sucks. It's a weird thing. He did kind of say like, I kind of used to date that girl. So like,
But he was such a dick. He's like, but who cares, right?
yes. Listen, I'm not defending West. I'm 100% with you. Okay. West. And yes, he said all that, but it was I've been in that situation. So I could feel the like.
When you were a younger, dumber dude, would you agree with that or no?
Yeah, 100%. Younger for sure. I'm still pretty dumb, but yeah, dumb, inexperienced, not mature, not understanding feelings and friendship, and like all of that stuff, right? Like I was like, oh, dude, this sucks. This sucks so bad because you're not going to be able to be defendable because you're a piece of shit and you already did all this dumb stuff, right? So like I can't even defend you, and I can defend you, but I'm not going to defend you because yourself. So
not as dumb as you used to be.
Yeah, exactly. My point being, I felt really bad for this poor girl because the producer definitely sent her into the lion's den and was like, cool, when these three are all sitting together, well, Ben's an idiot, but when these, like, it just was too not perfect, but perfect, you know?
Now that you say it, it was perfect. Obviously, they had already met because he was describing her to someone. He was like, and one of them is really hot. And so this is clearly the girl that he was kind of vibing with. He was talking to her in the kitchen, and then she comes outside. Yep. So what I imagine probably happened is that when like they, put a list out and there's somebody in charge of like calling all the people to be like, okay, here's the time you're going to come. You got to sign this, blah, blah, whatever. And probably a producer got on the phone with her and said, so Wes and you kind of have a little thing, right? And kind of just encouraged her to execute on that.
I don't think they got on the phone. It probably happened when she showed up. Wes said he's on the bed. He was in the bed.
Either way, like she's coming.
I just invited 96 people in the last hour.
Right.
So like he's on his phone, just firing away. Every one night stand, every chick, every phone number he's ever gotten. That's what they do the night before is at the club.
Okay, so then how is it produced then?
I think her going and sitting on his lap at that moment in that time was somebody that was like, go sit on Wes' lap.
Right, and Wes could have said, hey, let's go grab a drink.
Yeah, no,
Didn't
definitely.
Have to
I'm not defending
no, I'm
Wes.
not saying you. I'm saying
he
Mr. West.
And she asked, like, she was like, do you want me to get up? And he was like, who cares? Like, so yes, they could have gotten up. He should have gotten up. He like all those things. Yes.
Okay, listen, then I'm going full with it. Like then Wes wanted this to happen. Like you don't work that way that hard for 2 years to please someone and then let that happen. And then not only say, this girl behind me, I sort of kind of dated her for a minute. Like, have you not learned yet that words matter to this bitch? Like, that's all she talks about.
I also think part of what West is doing with the Amanda thing, there is a small slice of the pie that he's like, this is going to irritate the shit out of Ciara.
Yeah.
Like, I think he wants to get a reaction out of her because he's such a child when he's talking about it. And he's like, she doesn't even flirt with me.
Yeah.
It's like once every other week. Oh, how do you even live, Wes? She's not supposed to flirt with you. You were a dickwad to her. And now you just get drunk and you try to slide on over to her and put like a calf on her calf.
Yeah.
Like, what? Be an adult and have a conversation with this woman and say, I'm uncomfortable, or I still have feelings for you, or I want to be friends. How do we do this? It's like you are incapable of being a real live, not boy, man.
Yeah.
And now you're pissed that you did something that was whack and everyone's coming down on you and you're like, but it's been 18 months and whatever. Does it even matter? And it's like, you were sitting right next to her. It matters. Yeah. It's rude.
Yeah.
We all live. And then when Amanda had said the thing of like, we all live in this house together and we have to abide by some rules.
Like that is like, okay, wait, before we get there, that is not okay.
Period. That is not okay.
Makes me want to crack my head off of my neck and like set it somewhere for a minute. It was so gnarly watching her say that shit. Cause she was basically saying it from her. She wasn't speaking for Ciara. She was speaking for her because she was irritated. In Ciara's name.
How dare you? She's sitting on the lap. They're making out. And even Ben in his confessional, and he does want to f his mate's missus, whatever the thing is. And like, even Ben is like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So even this guy who was hitting on a married woman last summer has the moral compass to be like,
bad luck.
Think this is a bad move.
Yeah. What?
I'm not buying Ben's bullshit.
Oh, I mean, I don't buy Ben's bullshit. I think that Ben is literally just reacting, probably kind of irritated because he took the time to listen to Wes, where Wes was like, oh, when me and Ciara were together, it was kind of dreamy. And he's like, well, do you have any regrets, mate? Like, he's probably just being like, this guy didn't mean any of the shit that he just said. But he was also,
that was the first interview that I saw of Ben where he was glowing, like grinning, like it was his first interview where he felt like, I did it. I'm here now.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you what I think about Wes. Totally placating to the audience.
Yeah, I hate Ben. I'm not here to defend Ben. I don't even like him.
I did not vibe with that at all. This episode with the girlfriend and then ending with that OTF of him put him in that whole light of like, oh, you're totally just trying to get on to your third or fourth TV show. And hopefully this one
he's producing himself on the show.
Out. Yeah, it's
because we continue to be in bizarro land at the end of this episode. We go from that stuff happening on the chairs to Jesse saying that like he doesn't want to flirt with any of the girls because if you want to be with a good girl, you have
to. This dude?
I feel like these interviews are coming in later. You know how I'm like convinced that when Kyle says, if you guys want to hang out all night and play and flirt, I think that is a new interview clip. I think that Jesse's interviews are new. I really think that they are playing cleanup of like how we have to salvage some people and give them a new spin. And you know what is so shitty is I think it's working.
Listen, I don't disagree with you with the interviews. Explain the backyard scenes. The two handfuls of backyard scenes with Jesse in the last few episodes of him talking to Carl about Kyle.
Yeah.
This dude's going around talking to Wes. Like he's having some real conversations.
No, he is.
Ever
he
since
is.
the
I will give it
conversation
to
with
him.
Ciara in the bed where she kind of was like the makeout thing happened. This dude is a 180.
Okay, but like I am a big believer in that everyone has roles every year, and I think that you have your little producer meeting at the beginning of the year, and you say, and people say like, you've been kind of acting like the viewers are none too pleased with you. It's time for you to lay low. So I don't think that they always put everything of his in. I don't think that they always focus on him, and now I think that they are doing it more so just in the last couple weeks. I don't remember Jesse doing anything cool before this. Oh, I don't. I didn't care
His
about
whole
anything
chase from Ciara asking Wes if he could make out with her.
Well, yeah, which is that's the old Jesse. Can I get drunk and make out with your ex-girlfriend? Like that's not.
I don't think I understand what you're saying then.
That statement when he said that to West, and West genuinely was shocked and genuinely had an issue with it and said, and he's talking about it with all the other people in the house, like going around. That's weird, right? That is. And then they're in the pool on one of the floaty things. And he's like, anyone else, if you had said that to, would have said like, you're a real dick. If it's not weird, if you hooked up 18 months ago and you don't care, because why should anyone care?
That's true.
So it gets to matter for you, West, because you can't have carte blanche pick of any chick you want at any time. But all of a sudden now you want to make out in front of her, next to her. And now all of a sudden, get over it. It's not that big of a deal. It was 18 months ago. She's so sensitive. I've been so perfect and so pristine for 18 months, not trying to make her upset.
There's a random girl at a party versus a buddy.
Huh?
Not the same.
It's a girl that Mike.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Like it's not. I'm not saying what Wes did was fine. Don't twist words. But you're comparing broccoli and airplanes.
Don't agree.
They're not
Don't
even
agree.
the same. It's not even food.
Don't agree at all.
The point is, it can't matter on one day and not matter on the next day.
No, you guys are making a thing matter that maybe didn't matter to us. The weird thing about it wasn't Jesse wants to make out with Ciara. It's the friend thing. Why are you asking a friend to make out with his ex, whatever, right? Situationship.
Right, which is what we call foreshadowing. So if it was annoying you that Jesse asked if I could drunkenly make out with this girl, you don't think Ciara's going to be pissed that you're Amanda? What is wrong with
Oh my
you?
God, you just completely switched people though.
No, what I'm saying is in any way, shape, or form, like
No,
if
what you're saying is that it's weird for Wes to tell Jesse that it was weird and then to make out with a random girl.
Yes, and I'm saying even more so now because West has been saying
All of it's weird. All of it's weird.
I'm
Mike. All of
saying,
it's
I'm
weird.
saying
Like,
that West
for sure.
keeps trying to get out of this, being like, and I know you're not sticking up for him. What I'm saying is, West, you were annoyed when Jesse said it to you because of whatever reason you were annoyed by it, okay? But now all of a sudden, Ciara should be cool that you're just hooking up with this random girl next to her.
Yeah.
It's rude. You didn't take it out of whoever you want out of the house. You don't have to do it on camera next to her.
right
There's a
next to her
level
on
of
this, like basically the same chair. Like, yes, it was a separate chair in that there was this one piece of wood in between them, but like they're basically sitting.
there was a tiny little armrest.
Yeah, and that's it.
You're now allegedly saying that like Ciara's so sensitive, like she takes everything too seriously. It's not a big deal. I'll be fine. I'll still be cast on villains. Like, so she's not supposed to be upset that you guys are now having sex
Yeah.
in this national scandal.
Yeah.
But when Jesse wanted to drunkenly make out with her, that got your panties in a bunch.
Yeah. And you really kind of humiliated him about it and kind of made him feel like the way that he talked to him, like, and basically told him that everybody in the house was talking about him. And listen, I was all down for that. I was all down for that. I thought that Jesse didn't have any business in it. And that sometimes is kind of why I wonder, what did Jesse know and when did he know it? Because sometimes I think he's thinking maybe this would be cool because he's clearly holed up with someone else now. Like, I don't know, maybe he doesn't know it all, but I think that it's little moments like that make people go, oh, maybe that's why he asked. It's because he didn't think it'd be a big deal. Whatever. It just at least, regardless of like all the players, to act like, oh, this wasn't a thing, but then it was a thing for Jesse, but it wouldn't. A thing is a thing. Like, I understand that there's the friend thing. There's different elements in them that make them weird, but like, it's just as like you're making out with this 12-year-old like right next to her, like, and there's a whole massive backyard and a 6-bedroom house inside. Like, isn't that like a little audacious?
Who said it wasn't? Why are you telling me that it? Did I say it wasn't?
No, you definitely didn't say those specific words.
Did I allude to the fact that it wasn't?
Listen, I know that I didn't like what happened,
No, you
and
didn't.
I don't need to get into semantics, but some things were done, and I didn't like it.
But can I just say one other thing?
That didn't wrap it up for you?
No, sorry, everyone at home. To me, when you are the dumpy, you can do whatever you want. Like, in the sense of
When you're the what?
the dumpy, not the dumper.
Got it.
Okay? Like, if Ciara wanted to go and have sex with Jesse, she could do that. She could do it in front of West for all I care, because he said, I don't want to be with you. I did a whole New York Times article about how I didn't want to be with you. So like, there's so much in that nugget of him being irritated about that. And then him now being like, it was 18 months ago. I've been so perfect for 18 months. And just like, shut up.
Also, you haven't been like, there's
correct.
absolutely no way I am positive of just the way that I've seen you act in this one episode. I have just now learned that you have lost the edit bay. Like no one is on your side anymore. Everyone is showing everything you did. There is no way that you acted the way that you did in just this episode alone. And like for the last 18 months, nothing. Like wasn't getting up and close with anyone else, wasn't talking about other chicks, wasn't banging my mate's missus, whatever.
It's very hard to say. I messed it up once or twice tonight.
Yeah. He's lost his friends here, like that are making the show.
And the production side. Yeah. He was basically non-existent season 2.
Yeah.
Or his
really
second
was,
season on there. So it's like, it's very easy to not say anything bad when you have laryngitis.
Yeah.
Like it's very, and by the way, one of the only things we saw out of West on his second season on the show was the night that he slept out because he hooked up with someone.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just wanted to keep it out of her face. And it's like, right. Maybe you should still be doing that because you are still flirting with her.
Yeah.
You are still bringing things up on camera to Ben saying it was so dreamy. Of course I have regrets. She's picking up on all of this and letting you back in a little bit because you're doing it. She's not a crazy emotional girl. Like it's just such an old trope. Like, dude, do better on so many levels.
Yeah.
The rest of this scene is then Amanda sticking up for Ciara when all this happens because Ciara goes up and goes to her bedroom. And I know you have a lot to say about this. My head might explode.
I already said it, and we can like quickly get through it. It's past midnight. It's 12:30. Okay, so it just really felt like as hard as she went on West, it felt more like she was saying it herself. It felt like that's how she felt about it. We're supposed to keep boundaries. Remember, you don't see me all up on my husband here. Like, you don't see us banging it out in the other room. He tried to shower with me the other day. You know, I didn't do it. Like, it really seems like she's using Ciara's name to get her own point across. And so then when Kyle chirps in and is like, that's not fair. Like, the way that he went and how she was like, try to zap him immediately. Like you shut your mouth when you're talking to anyone here about anything under the sun.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, and she would do it again and again. Like she would not let him get a single word out. He could say nothing. And listen, there is an argument for a bro to make for his bro of like, I hate, like they haven't been together in a really long time. Like, is he not, like there was an argument to be made from a bro's bro. And she was not having it, so much so that she gets up and storms off. And I was just wondering in that moment, or, you know, maybe before this or whatever, maybe Kyle's taken an opportunity here or whatever, because God, I've noticed some things between you and West. Things are kind of connecting some dots and you're real up in arms about this. And you've literally zapped me to shut up like 6 times. Like I cannot get a word. Like she hasn't come for Kyle that hard in so long. She would come for him when she actually gave a shit about Kyle. Like she would do that a lot, but she hasn't cared enough to even reprimand him about anything.
You this season, and she literally was like, I'm doom scrolling and then I'm going to bed, see you tomorrow. And this is about West, and she's like on him like white on rice.
So I was just wondering in that moment if Kyle was kind of taking the opportunity to be like, no, that's not fair. Yeah, and just like kind of see where it would go. But like Amanda didn't even like let that happen. But like I'm curious. Did you get that vibe at all? That like
I didn't in the moment. I did feel weird. I was like, this seems extra.
Yeah.
Now that you're saying it, I'm like, well, yeah, duh, dummy. That's totally seems like what it was.
It's my favorite response from him. No, dummy.
Me too.
3 times.
I just never get it.
Years. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like I could see that being the thing. The thing that I was clocking or trying to clock with failed about it, but like was the wait, what did you just call? I never heard anybody. You said she did what? She's not snapped at him, but
I just said zapped.
Zapped him. I never
like it just because it did just seem like she was like hitting him with a wand, you know, because then he would go,
don't tase me, bro.
Oh, a taser.
It's like literally
she was
getting
like
zapped every time. He just dumb little cat eye glasses with his diamonds on.
Oh, that's right.
The best part of this show will forever be someone's got to be in all piece of a costume during a pretty serious argument. Whoever's idea that was, Emmy.
Yeah.
So the thing that I was noticing was that, like the zapping seemed like real something more there, which I was like, wait, what did Kyle do? Like, what's going on? That got me down the like my brain rabbit hole of like, why is he being so supportive? Why do I get the feeling that nobody cares about this in their circle, that we all are making this a way bigger deal than they're making it? Why do I feel that way? Why is he defending her? Why is she zapping him like this? And he's not really. Any other day, like you said, she'll get on him, but not really. Now she's getting on him. Conversely, he would have lit her up any day of the week for the last 10 years. You want a bikini? Like, well, I want to be a like. This is the guy we're talking about, and now he's like, well, it's not fair, and quiet and not saying shit. So, like, Kyle, what did you do? Like, what the really happened here? This is way more, I think, now than just West and Amanda, and I think Ciara is even like, this isn't even the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting now, that this shit's going so deep, and that we might all poop in our pants when the reunion comes.
But also,
we should live watch it.
We should. What was also so crazy to me, and West just doesn't get this, and Lord knows if he ever will, because the cake is baked. But he lost everyone. Like when he was like, it's not even that big of a deal, and saying all that stuff. And Bailey was like, you were sitting on the same couch as her. Like, bro, you had me until that.
She's like, that's next level.
That's right. And even Kyle was just like, oh, I can't defend that. And it's like, he still doesn't hear it.
Yeah.
Because
he's
an asshole.
Kyle also, because like people are, making all their string outs of everything, like going back and playing detective and putting up new stuff to remind us, Kyle has always been Ciara's number one supporter, has always been, would stand up for her, would always tell Wes where to shove it because of in a bro-y way, but like I see black women all the time on Instagram being like, I don't know what y'all's problem is with Kyle. Kyle's our guy. And so it was a little bit like, why now are you deciding to chime in about this? It seems like it's for more. It's like best case scenario, he doesn't know for sure what's going on, but he knows something's going on.
Yeah, that's it right there.
That's right.
I think it's that because I think Kyle was actually being like maybe a little wasted and probably like
drunk.
a little too drunk to like keep his mouth shut, kind of that kind of level of drunk. But like, I think Kyle was like, like you said, like was it right? No. Should West have told that girl to get up? Yes. Should they have gotten up and gone to drink? Yes. Do we live in a perfect world? We do not. All these things, right? Yeah. That being said, he did deserve a bro to stick up for him. Like, that was a fair question. It's like, cool. Yes, we live in a share house. At what time, though, is this dude allowed to live in the share house? Like, go find another group of friends or enjoy the share house. Like, he did, like I said this a long time ago. I'm allowed to like somebody who did a bad thing. That was my first initial, I'm over the West thing. I'm fine with him.
Upon approval.
No, this was a year ago.
See how that worked out for you, Mike?
Yeah, not well. And fair. But like, now he's done a bunch of shitty things. But like, that doesn't mean every single thing he does is a shitty thing, right? So it's at what point does he get to resume his life at the share house and not really have to worry about this thing that happened 2 years ago, right? It was a bad thing. West, yay Ciara, all day, right? But at some point, you got to let this guy go back to his life.
Yes, I will let you go back to your life when you prove to me you're not a shit douche nozzle anymore.
But he is a shit douche nozzle boy. You said that earlier. Like, regardless of all this.
Right. So then you're still hugging the cactus for me. Like,
so forever, for the rest of his life, because he tries to.
For the foreseeable future, I can't get
forever.
Off. No, I believe people can change. But hold on. Let me just make my point. I feel like if you want to exist in the house with Ciara, who, yes, you guys dated for, we've already gone through all of it. I think we did it we've done 18 episodes today. Go back to the first one.
Yeah.
But basically I was just saying like, yes, it might have only been 4 months, but it's, you know, like when you're in a summer share house and you're filming a TV, it's got to be one of those condensed, like I call them cruise crushes. Cause like I went on a cruise when I was in high school and I was like, oh my God, I met someone that I'm in love with. They're my best friend. I can't live without them.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the person's first name anymore,
Yeah.
but like that condensed time with someone just, you know, it exponentially grows your feeling.
Yeah.
It grows your feelings exponentially. So there's that, then reliving it, all the things that we've said, right? If you want to get back to a good place with this girl, have an adult conversation, treat her like a friend, be friends with her. But he's giving her mixed messages. And what I know about dudes is if I'm confused as to where we stand, it's because you're being confusing to me. Because if you really liked me, I would know it. You would be clear. If you were really zoning me, you would be clear. But you're not doing either one of those things, Wes, because you want to have your cake and eat it too. And you can't.
Well, not all dudes are clear and speak what they want. Like most of them don't. Most people don't. I shouldn't even put that on dudes. Most people will not tell you what they want.
I'm talking about in a relationship, right? Like, and I've only been in a male-female relationship. If I have been confused by a guy, it's usually because the guy is confused. If I know that the guy is into me and likes me, like you always say, like you are certain the guy likes you before you're going. Like
I don't
know,
even like him until I know that.
That's right. Like I know you're being clear, and West is not ever clear with, I think, any girl that he dates, according to Dara and what we've seen with the Ciara stuff. And so it's just like, if you want to be able to live in this house and have this full life, be friends with her, pick a side and say, listen, I had that shit behavior. I'm not saying this is what he says to her. Like if you're saying this to yourself, I was a shithead to her. I want to be really clear that I like you and respect you and I want to have you in my life as a friend. I will never cross those boundaries because I realize like I can't give you what you want or I'm not into you that way, whatever the the reason is, and then move forward. But we've never seen you act that way. So I can't tell you that like Ciara said it, she goes, how can you be my friend if you can't even see me? Like he doesn't take her feelings into consideration when he's doing shit.
Yes, all of that. But also when he did finally go to try and talk to her and say, I can't even talk to you, she's like, yeah, I designed it that way.
Yeah, so man up and say, I get it. You did that because I hurt you so badly. So I want to like try to work towards how we can communicate.
You're discounting now Ciara's design, her plan.
Okay, well, that was in the middle of the night in the kitchen and they're wasted. Like, I want him to wake her up and be like, can you meet me outside for coffee? Or
yes,
I brought you a coffee or whatever. Do you want to go outside? And I actually want him to say, I would like to go on a date with someone. I would like to, if there's someone here, I would like to be able to talk to them. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable at all. Is that something that would make you uncomfortable?
Yeah,
I don't even pretend to presume that you even like me like that anymore. Like I imagine I'm the last person on your list that you would give a flying shit about.
But you're my friend and I care about you. And so I want to have this conversation.
I just wanted to ask, let me know where you stand on that and, whatever. Like that's really it. And like, of course, Wes is the most gigantic pussy ever. He like will not confront anything. So remember when he came in her room and was like, things are weird, right? And he had nips out, he had no shirt on, and he's just horrible at this. And I don't know, you can only be horrible at it for so long and get like you're just horrible at this. No, it's fine.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up.
And this is coming from someone who doesn't confront anything. So,
and like, I get that that's by design, but the reason she did that is because it's like someone who has a DUI, right? The next time they get in their car, they have to blow on the breathalyzer so that the car will start because you've proven that you can't be trusted in this area. And so to get the trust back, this is what we have to do. And I feel like with what? Is that a terrible example?
Oh, maybe, but also like half my family has those.
But like my point is like she's built up these walls and these hoops to jump through to be like, are you really serious? Because if I just start falling prey to your charm, because we can all agree he's a charming MFer, and I just let you right back in, look at what happens. All of a sudden he's feeling comfortable again and he starts making out with some. It's not that he did it in his own room and snuck her out in the middle of the night, which still would have been like whatever, but like he did it right next to her.
He
Like,
didn't make out with her in front of her.
what?
He didn't make out with the girl in front of Ciara.
Had she already taken off
She
by
left
this
by
point?
then.
Okay, so the worst of it is that he came
He was like in her ear, like
and did like a
whispering
loud kiss and did a loud
Oh,
kiss.
I thought they kissed in front of.
Oh, no, what he did? He kissed her and he goes, smooch. He like said, I'm like, you're such an idiot. But like
I think
the
Ciara
make out
had left
sesh, like the hot
already.
and heavy was after she had already gotten up and left. But like you basically chased her off. She would have been there.
Right,
But
like-
she was like, I feel like I know where this is going.
And I have some self-respect, so
yeah,
I'm leaving.
so I'm going to step away.
I totally forgot to mention just these two things real quickly. We had those two moments where Amanda goes over and jumps on the bed with him and the girl, and then watch my butt while I walk away. And then Sabrina goes over, and I'm like, we are fully in Bizarro land.
No, look, the worst part of that is that, again, she didn't go over there for Ciara. She went over there for herself because she is in safe mode. My husband's over there. Your little chickie's over here. I'm just going to come over and ask if I can jump in for a cuddle. Like, that's weird. This whole thing's weird. And then she invites her to go out tonight. My husband is a world famous DJ. Would you like to? You're going to go in Ciara's name. Like, that's basically what your sort of excuse for walking over there to like break this party up is. And then you forgot the mission literally the second your cheek sat down. What?
The girl's response.
What did the girl say?
I'm
I
going
think
to
we're gonna
surf
go to
club.
surf club.
You want to hang out with
She didn't
grandma,
even wanna
grandma
fucking
Amanda.
No, she's like,
go.
yeah, we're going to Surf Lodge. Sorry.
Yeah, surf lodge. Yeah, and she was like, "No thanks, mom." Yeah. So, like, of all the people who are just dying to be wanted by every single breathing thing on
Yeah.
earth, to go over, make an ass of yourself, and just to be like, no thanks, walk away.
Oh my God. And then for Sabrina to come over there and basically do the same thing, but like in such a better way where she goes, Wes, Ben wants to talk to you. Ben's like, he's like, she does? Ben, Wes is going to come talk to you. And he goes, oh, he is? He didn't know what's going on. And Wes is like, what is that? Like gets up and goes over there. I don't know. I did love that Sabrina did that because it was just like, if I'm a new girl, I don't know if I'm making waves right away. I just got here half an hour ago.
Well,
you know,
clearly
I'm trying
she
to
is
figure out.
not shy.
Not
Yeah.
shy, but I also, and again, this is us just making stuff up and clocking things that probably aren't true. But I think what she was trying to do was get Ben to tell West to tell him like, hey, dude, that chick sat down on your lap right in front of Ciara, was right behind you. Like, that's f***ed up.
Yeah.
You spent this whole 2 weekends ago telling me how it was amazing. You're so sad and biggest regret. And you do this shit right in front of her, mate. Like, that's f***ed up.
Yeah.
I think that Sabrina was like, that was what she was insinuating is like, oh, Ben's got to talk to you. Ben, you're going to talk to him. And Ben was like, because dudes are dumb. They were both like, what? What's happening? And
Yeah.
she was just sitting there probably being like, oh my God, you guys are so f***ing stupid. Ben, talk to West about
Well, he didn't
his
want
bad
to.
behavior.
Because he
exactly.
knew what was going on now that I think about it because he
No, I don't think
said,
Ben
can you
wanted to
stop
either."
shooting daggers over there? He was telling Sabrina that. And
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what? I'm just looking.
Yeah, listen, all these dudes are kind of pussies.
Yeah.
If you go, like, because none of them are going to talk to the other
Yeah.
dudes except Kyle, maybe Jesse. I don't
Yeah.
know. But, like, they're real tough around all the ladies.
Yeah.
But you got to talk to one of your dude friends, and it's, I was spanked as a little, and I can't talk to my best friend now. I can't talk to women, or I can't talk to a man, and I can't tell this man that he disrespected this woman who's my friend, but I'll tell her friend to off when I need to.
And now I'm
Tell
going to
the
be a
dudes to
drunken.
off. Fight. Somebody fight. We
Oh,
need
they're
to
gonna.
I'm not
We
even
have a
joking.
fight.
I'm like, for some reason in my head, I keep getting visions of Ben like punching or getting punched. And I don't know why. Like I do want a physical altercation.
Let's
and I
fucking
don't want
go.
it to be between Kyle and Carl.
I did
I
not
want
like
it to
Luke,
be-
but the only thing I did like about Luke is that he was like outside, let's go.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, finally some fun around here.
I think if I watched it back, I might actually be good with Luke because Hannah is such a special person that I'm not going to be demanding that anyone treat Hannah better. Like Hannah liked that relationship. She did have some control. Like I can't remember how it ended. Maybe it ended in total flames. I can't remember, but it
feel
did
like
seem
it
like
was
a lot of
bad.
people were trying to jump in and basically get her to see something or whatever. And like for a majority of the time, I remember thinking she's into this.
No,
like,
she really liked him.
Hannah-
And Paige
but-
was like, this guy's a dog. Like he's a player. You got to get out of this.
Yeah, but I never thought that Hannah was going home and crying herself to sleep over the dude.
Oh,
It seemed to me like she was like kind of an oddball herself in relationships. Kind
No,
of like
I think she was very emotional about the Luke stuff.
But don't you think it was because of how everyone got so involved and made it like a
Totally.
massive like fire burning, like it was just like everyone around them was involved. And it
Yeah,
was
no,
like-
I think that definitely. I think it was both. I think she
Yeah.
was like really liking him, and then everyone getting involved, I think, sent her over the edge because everyone did have their 2 cents to put in there.
Yeah.
I just have to say this one last thing. I was so annoyed when he was this slopopotamus and decided to just go and fall asleep with the couch cushions, West. Like after all of this, like, dude, you're so infuriating.
I know.
You don't care about anyone but yourself. You really don't. Like, if you're tired, go inside, take a nap. I don't need to see you.
What does he even say right there?
He
He
did get his
says,
face written on though, so that's
Yeah.
you get,
listen,
you know.
I get the rule. If you fall asleep with your shoes on, you get a Sharpie on your face. Well, I think if you're Wes Wilson, you get one of those like big fat marker Sharpies shoved up your asshole if you're Wes Wilson. The kind of behavior that I saw this entire episode, that would have been the least of his concerns. That would have at least been some action. He probably would have enjoyed it.
He literally was awake because as soon as she did that, he licked his hand and did that. So it's like, if you were that tired, go inside and take a nap. You're not. You just don't want to say anything because you're a pussy.
You want to play drunk? I'm too drunk.
That's right. And so you just want to still be the center of attention and be out there sleeping and hearing what everyone's saying or whatever it is. And you're just you're at the top of my sugar honey iced tea list right now, West Wilson.
When he had the audacity to go, can I keep it 100? Like, I think he said something, can I keep it for real? Or can I be for real? Or can I keep it 100? Whatever. And he goes, had I not brought these people, this wouldn't have happened today.
Great. The shittiest party of the year with 4 people wouldn't have happened.
But does that mean
so
that Jesse
cool.
doesn't have any friends? Like he didn't call anyone. He's like, bro, you guys know anyone? Know any peeps?
That party was weak sauce.
Yeah, no, it was, but it was a good idea.
Great idea. A horrible
Yeah,
execution.
it was executed by someone like Jesse, who is still living in a womb, I feel like.
Correct.
Yeah. We didn't really talk about them going upstairs into Amanda's room. And now I can't even really remember
Ciara's room at the
someone's
end.
room, whatever bedroom that they were all in. I didn't think it was funny when Mia's like, everyone just breathe. And then she's like,
Oh, yeah. I think that was
Everyone's
Mia's
breathing.
bedroom. Yeah. That was really funny.
and then they go out and they kind of spy. And that was really cute that Jesse saw him and he was like, it's working already.
I know. But
And
I
because
was
you
just
pushed me into this. There's no one left. So like, it's not like I can be swindled this easily, but like I can be swindled into like wanting the show to work. And like, that's my priority, is the bigger picture of the show working. So if you're going to give Jesse a reason for the season and let him know like big dog's up on deck, like how's he going to, and like give him a chance to reinvent himself and to take the high road on things and to show us the better. Because I think that just as much as they're showing us the good of him right now, I think that there's just as much a chance as that they have kept him in the doghouse this season and kept him
Jesse.
laying low and like not focused on him.
Totally,
And now
totally.
they need him, so they're bringing him off
You're off the
dragging him out
bench.
of the bullpen. Yeah.
I feel like it's like I shouldn't be punishing Jesse for the sins of West.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to not, because I didn't want to forgive West and I did it. And here we are. And we all are upset about it. And so now it's just like, Jesse, you've been out for me, but now what they're doing with the editing is working.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fall for it again until I really see some change. I need to see real growth.
Yeah, it was such unfortunate timing the last time we had Coco on the show. And I feel like we had a whole discussion about how, like, I think she literally said, like, Wes, thank you for making these vast improvements in yourself. Like, you've really, and like literally 2 weeks later, she was like, you've made a fool of me.
And the life that I lead.
The life that I lead. Yeah. And I hope and I don't think I need to tell her this, but she has to know that like that happened across the board.
Yeah.
And it only didn't really happen so much with me because I always go the route of the pessimist. I always am like, I know what you're doing. I don't know what they're doing, but I know what they're doing. So like,
you're like my sister. When I had texted her, I was like, yo, before it came out, I was like, do you believe this? My sister's like, of course I do. I'm like, why? And she goes, because I believe everyone's doing something wrong until they prove differently.
I kind of do too. I kind of just think that everyone, if you're on a good behavior at all, it's because there's a camera in front of you and you're just as gnarly as any other asshole once it's off. Or you probably have even more needs than the average Joe does and more like excitement because you are on a show, because you are living a life that's like faster paced than mine and more like the adrenaline and the serotonin. It's all
more
a
room
big,
for error.
Well, it's all a big clusterfuck, you know?
Yeah.
You're constantly chasing a high that you just felt yesterday when you did this other, like, I just think it's a different life than me. So I'm always like, yeah, you're going to give in a lot easier than I would because I have a better perspective on things because it's still, you know, but they're just like going and blowing. To end it on a funny note, I did think this was funny. When Wes goes, she maybe flirts with me once every 48 hours. And Jesse goes, well, this is a pretty good ratio.
Not too bad.
Both just seem kind of impressed by it.
Super impressed. But didn't somebody be like, she shouldn't flirt with you at all?
Yeah. But like, I think Kyle's was funniest because he is so like, he probably hasn't slept with Amanda in 6 months, a year. And he's probably like,
my own wife doesn't flirt with me.
Like
That chick hates you and she flirts with you.
Come to think of it, my wife's flirting with Wes more than she's flirting with me. I wonder if that means anything. Nah, I got a DJ set tonight. I'm going to focus on that.
He says the thing about 6 weeks, it just made me think back to when they're playing Spin the Bottle and she kisses him and he does look like he hadn't been kissed
And
like
he had
that.
a boner.
And
He had a bail because he's got a
He
boner.
had to walk away because his wife of several years gave him a kiss and he couldn't even walk out without putting a pillow over his junk. Like, that's good stuff, man.
It happens.
That was really funny. How impressed Jesse was, because Jesse's such a nerd. He never gets chicks. He has one little lady love at home though. Is that the same girl that said kiss me while I'm peeing?
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's the same girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in love.
This is so perfect because one of Jesse's worst moments for me is when he called what's her name, Lexi, while he was taking a piss.
These two are a match made in
So it's
Yeah,
like
they're
maybe that's why they
MFEO.
showed us that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe. Also, I always love it. I'll be like, oh my God, you know it's so crazy. And now, so I do this to you and I do it to Timmy. I'll be like, you know what the funniest thing about fill in the blank is? And he'd be like, it's better be the funniest thing about this fill in the whatever. What's his lady's friend name?
Margaret.
Maggie.
Maggie.
And they flash back to the party and she's like, do you want to hear something crazy? There was a bug in my drink, but I'm still drinking it. And he's like, oh, that's so crazy. But he like rails on her a little. I was like, oh, that's cute. They can make fun of each other.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I didn't think that was funny. I thought that was Jesse being a dick at the moment. And now here I am. Oh, that's so nice.
Wait, does that mean
What
you're
a
being a dick to me when
difference
you
a
say that
day
stuff?
makes. The other day, I'm scrolling and I let out a huge gasp because the couple from Love on the Spectrum broke up. Thank you. That's what I did. And he got so irritated. He was so annoyed.
Geez, this is so dumb. You do this all the time. I wasn't irritated that you told me that story. Super sad. I know who you're talking about. But what she does all the time is she'll be like, oh God.
No, I did not.
Like
I literally
some-
did
never
that.
do
I
that.
literally did what you did. Don't even lie about it. I did
looking
exactly
this
what
up.
she did.
You'll do something like a gasp or like a over like when you imagine if you just got a text or a phone call that
And I did. I got an Instagram saying that David and Gabby broke up. And that is worthy of a gasp because that was a very special relationship. And I did not, you know what? I guess I always knew the day would come. And so then the fact that like it never did, and we're 5-6 years in, and then you do start thinking maybe it will never come, and then it came.
Oh my God! Well, I hope it doesn't come from Madison and her cowboy sweetheart.
Well,
They're
what I
from. Did you
heard
watch last season?
was David and Madison have been seen hanging out.
You're
That
lying.
might have been what caused it. So get ready for
Are you serious?
Dave Mattis scandal.
No, I'm upset. Have you seen this season yet?
No.
It
I've only watched a couple of the earlier seasons.
Oh, okay. You
I do
should-
follow them on their socials, so I feel like I've been spending their life with them a little bit, but I have not watched the
There's
whole
just
show.
this like brilliantly magical moment that happens in the last episode that you're just like, yeah, they get it. And if we're not getting that, then who hurt you?
Are we done?
Okay, so major comment theme clusters where some viewers think Kyle's being overlooked in the fallout. And that's from SD, from Miss Grouchy Girl, and Palaver Girl. A noticeable group of viewers said that the conversation keeps focusing on Ciara, but Kyle's actually the person whose wife hooked up with his friend. Kyle's hurt isn't being centered enough. He supported Carl for years. Amanda's behavior affected the marriage long before this season. Why is everyone more concerned about Ciara rather than Kyle? Because Kyle's always been kind of a delinquent.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot easier to care about Ciara, who is crushed, whereas Kyle seems to do whatever he wants.
Yes. And the marriage was seemingly, from what we have been told, it was already over.
Yeah.
And his relationship with West was nowhere near what we feel Amanda's relationship with Ciara was.
Yeah. All of that said, I do hold Kyle way less accountable for so much of the shit that just looked like on the surface, like, oh, he's definitely wrong. He's being a dick about that. I now think that she has just been a pain in the ass to live with for a long time and probably doing weird shit all the time. And he was like, that's weird, right? Some viewers don't think that West did anything that bad. That was bravado. A minority, but notable take. Some viewers think Ciara wasn't actually wronged by West as much as people are saying. They weren't together. She treated him badly. Well, she treated him
As he deserved.
Yeah, as he deserved. And the expectations were unclear. That's accurate. Neither of them really addressed that. I still blame him. Amanda's still getting not a girl's girl commentary. That's from MBD, from Sela, and Maimona. Even outside the relationship timeline debate, Amanda continues catching criticism for attention-seeking behavior, passive-aggressive jokes, and making other women uncomfortable. One comment described her as just mean girl energy. Split opinions on the Carl-Kyle friendship conflict. That's Meteor Wine, Miss Kitty Mom, Arnold Strong, Numero Uno, and Jasmine Terry. A big recurring theme this episode is whether Kyle should have remembered Carl's grief anniversary. People were divided. Some said Kyle deserves grace. People forget dates, and Carl was reaching. Others say Carl needed support. Kyle's reaction was dismissive.
I do want to say really quickly that I feel like, because I agree that, like Kyle's in the worst season of his life. He's been such a great friend to Carl. But also I think what set him off was like, dude, you remembered Lindsay's birthday.
Yeah.
And you're not best friends with Lindsay. And you knew you were doing it because she would throw a shit fit if you didn't give her the attention. And like, your best friend, me, my actual brother died. Like, I think that's what set him off.
I'm sure that is, but if he's not old enough to understand that, like, I do the same thing. If I know that someone's going to come out, if I don't get her that thing, if I don't have this, like, there are certain people that you do have to cater to. And sometimes you just kind of wish that the people that like get it.
Yeah.
And like, because I understand this was a massive monumental problem. Like the worst thing that could have ever happened to Carl happened. But like, do people have to remember for the rest of his life, like that day every year? Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean that to sound heartless, but like I had to write down, I had to go back and search for like, what day did my stepdad die? And like, I was there with him while he died. It took him like 10-ish hours to go, and the sound was something I will never forget. Like, I never even thought about you. Remember, you never even crossed my mind when I was thinking about what today was. I mean, you crossed my mind about it, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you remembering that does not mean anything to this day for me, or whatever. Like, so to go back to what you were saying, I do wonder how people get to where they're going. If we've all had similar experiences, how some people really hang on to those things, and it makes them something, and then like,
yeah, it's interesting to me.
Yeah, it is
like
really interesting.
how I got into it a while back in the comments about arguing, like how sometimes we get into it. And I think that I like that. I like that. Like I get sometimes it gets a little heated and like occasionally when we talk about Craig Conover, it can be not fun once in a while. But like I like the debate and I like that we can go back and forth. I like that we're friends enough to like go at it and be fine tomorrow, right? Or whatever.
See, Carl, you can do it.
Yeah. There was probably a week and a half span where we were having a good time. And the comments got a little like, whoa, dude, you guys need to chill out. This is getting to be too much. It's too much arguing. Like, it's not fun. We come here to like escape and relax and talk
Summer
shit with our
fun.
friends, and summer should be fun. And Mark is not fun. I thought about it for a second and I was like, oh, well, like I said, I shared a little bit about my childhood. I was the only one around for a long time to fight with. So like fighting and arguing for me isn't abnormal, and it's not something I'm uncomfortable with. And it's something that is normal, right? And I get that, like I was in the comments. Some people were like, I grew up with parents who fought all the time and it triggers me and I'm not into it. And I was like, I grew up with a parent who liked to fight with me all the time. And to me, it seems normal. So again, it's weird how you grow up and like what seems normal and what seems you're adverse to and triggers you. And like, listen, there are many things that trigger me.
Jax Taylor.
Yeah, Jax. People's praise and appreciation for Craig Conover. The apology from Amanda, like there are things that get me, but whatever. I'm just rambling now because it's 5:30 in the morning. I feel like, but
there's a mini conspiracy thread suggesting Ben may never have actually been single entering the house. Reasoning includes Sabrina's familiarity with cast drama, boundary setting behavior, and timeline inconsistencies. Some viewers think this whole arc leads into the city. And that is Maggie McNaughton and Many Adventures of Ashley. The storyline may be partially structured to launch the new show. Trailer tie-ins, cast soft launch sightings, timing coincidences. Dude, it's so much of it. And I don't have individual comments, but I know Meteor Wine said something like, what's up now, Nat? He said something like, my little conspiracy theorist, are you now entertaining that this could all be for publicity? Some of it, not all of it, because all would contain Ciara, and I can't put her in that game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but open to all sorts of other ideas, definitely, because that's my favorite. Funniest comments were some West Rage plus Janet preview energy. Mary Ayeka said, I still have waves of West Rage and Amanda lethargy, but lucky me, I get to turn it all on Janet soon. Thank you, Janet. I think we all owe Janet a thank you.
A debt of gratitude.
The herpes icebreaker joke was Nisha's Boomer. Oh, hi, I heard you got genital herpes. Nice to meet you. The Squatty Potty support comment from J. True. I will not pass judgment on you for using Squatty Potty just to go pee. I think she's talking to you.
Yeah, no, that's the person that says I ride the short bus. How you doing? But that was the Nishless Boomer comment was the second funniest.
Mary Ayeka was number one. The second one was Herpes Icebreaker. That was Nishless.
That was Courtney.
Yeah. Wait, what?
That was Courtney's comment, not Nishless.
Nishless was quoting me.
Oh.
I got the big salad.
You're not even in the comments, and you still got. Is this number one?
Number two.
Number two.
What?
Podium.
Okay, it's an honor
podium.
just to be nominated.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
Have you seen She Drives Me Crazy? Millions of people would love to be number two. Never mind. You would love that movie. Emotional sandwich line appreciation. Nisha's Boomer again calling out the line. How many emotional sandwiches have you made for me? I think that was Harris.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, you guys are killing it.
Wildest comment was Maggie McNaughton. The theory that the entire storyline, including Ciara, could be part of a coordinated setup to boost ratings for In the City. Listen, like I said, all of that, not Ciara. And that's all I got.
Winterborn said, do not feel bad about the Carl audition In the City theory. Right track, wrong driver. I believe opportunist West and his performative ultra concern for Amanda was him trying to get on this show. The gag is
says
Amanda
that?
Winterborn.
I'm in on that too.
Yeah. The gag is Amanda was DTF and trapped his ass and his ambition, sold him out. Love this nightmare karma for them. I just thought that was funny. Shannon Falls said, Ben showing up with Dara's doppelganger is amazing. Ben definitely has a type. Sorry, Blonde Bailey, you didn't stand a chance. And I never put two and two together until she said that. And I was like,
that's true.
It's true. Joe Schmo said, somebody hug Harris. And don't worry, we did after we all stood. Palaver Girl said, only one thought. Mike is back on the Carl/Kyle stuff. Poor Kyle never gets a break. Kyle kept a drug-addicted Carl employed and emotionally supported for years. I was upset that Carl said, now I know how Amanda feels. What the helly? This is another thing that irks me about Amanda whining about Kyle. This guy is working and supporting degenerates. Bad Carl. And with a little kitty emoji next to it. And I just wanted to comment on the part where Carl said, now I know how Amanda feels. I feel like that is so uncharacteristic of like new sober Carl. And it's the one time he slung out an insult and talk about backfire because now Amanda is persona non grata that I feel like Carl will never say another bad thing again because he's like, the one time I have to say it and she has an affair or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Like, what are the chances?
I am dying to know what he thinks now looking back, if he had no idea about any of this and he's just like, God, I was raging on Kyle like in weird passive ways to everyone else, but not really directly to him. And then it ends up getting into a physical fight at some point. I don't know for sure what that's about, but I imagine it's about all of this stuff. It is crazy that it happened this year when like even I am like, just give Kyle a break.
It's just, and it's so funny. It really, like, you have to laugh at it because it's like this guy literally doesn't want to say boo to anyone. Yeah. And this is the one time he decides to go in, and it's just the timing on multiple levels is awful.
Yeah.
Rebecca Bell said, also totally agree with Mike on giving grace to Kyle, who this year has 1,000 problems and a biatch is definitely one. If it was anyone else but Kyle, we would all be backing him like crazy. You're not wrong. Mary Ayaka Kent said, this is so good, you guys. I'm a contact crier, so I'm over here crying in my coffee. And I'm also dying laughing. Split screen. Y'all are taking me on a roller coaster this morning. I'm up, I'm down. Pod was so much better than the episode. Love y'all. And I'm the same way. I'm a contact crier, laugher, all the emotions.
Yeah.
Sandy with Cat said, Ben entered Summer House like Kyle did. Break up with the short-term girlfriend so you can F around and party. Then he decides that, gee, I guess I really wanted that chick, so let me get her back and put her on the show with me. Yuck. I don't see the attraction to Ben. He's a 7 out of 10 at best, and nailed it all the way around. This one's to you, Mike. Ningy Ding said, Mike, I've calmed down about the scandal and I still think they are evil and played under our noses, but I care less about it a week after obsessing. Let's be friends again. And Mike said, we're always friends, just disagreeing on some things, and that's fine. Friends can do that. See, Carl, friends can do that.
Yeah.
MBD 1111. My comment got read. OMG, I almost yelled to my partner about it just now, but he's always making fun of me for commenting on YouTube. And then Trish Svader said, LOL, I got excited when mine got read too. My husband doesn't even understand why I listen. They just don't get it. Then Ningy Ding replied, I told my sister how happy I was the first time my comment ever got read here. And she looked at me with the most pitying face and said, I'm worried about you. Haters gonna hate.
We'll read your comment too, Ningy's sister.
Yeah.
And you'll get the funny feels in your
That's right.
tum,
You'll get the fanny flutters too.
Now I know.
No, I do always feel silly. Like because we now, oh my gosh, you guys, listen, we finally got monetized on Spotify. Like after that one push that we made, everyone jumped in and started doing everything over there. Like now there are actual comments over there. It is insane to me to be able to kind of put a call out to action and like have people give a shit enough to like go and do it. I know it's silly and like God knows we still don't have that many people over there, but we did hit the limit and like it's just been over there for free for this whole time. So just to know, I don't care if 10 cents comes in from it. It is just we're a young shop here, so like. These little moments are all still happening as firsts for us. Yeah. And it's just, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you. That's so nice.
We didn't hit it. You guys.
Well, yeah, I've been listening to us over there for years.
Yeah, we haven't done crap.
Nothing.
Not until you called in the troops.
Yeah. So the whole reason I even brought that up was to say that I always feel silly telling everyone on Spotify, listen, we don't always get over there because we're just so YouTube centric. And so I feel like I want to tell them because their comments are there to put them on YouTube so they get read. But then I feel stupid that why would anyone give a shit to get their comment read? So when I hear that people do care, I'm like, do?
By the way, I so get it. Like, I'll be watching a TV show and someone's like, oh, this is Courtney, the manicure. So I'm like, Courtney, that's me. I'm Courtney. So I get it.
I remember I never had social media before we did this because I just, I don't know, wasn't into it. But then when we got this, I had got to get an Instagram and all the stuff. And then I was like, oh, I'm start following people that I like. And so I started following this bike racer, Justin Williams. And he wins every race that he's in. And so there was a video of him, like, he's a crit racer. And they came around a corner and he's with two other dudes. And he kind of looks at them and then just bounces. And I made a comment to this thing and he liked it. And I, for like 3 days, was like, Justin Williams liked my comment. And did you see that? Just say, hey, you guys see he liked my comment? But I'm saying this to people who've been on Instagram for years.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, dude, that's a thing. I'm like,
That's
no, like the guy, like Justin actually, like Justin Williams, the pro,
Yeah.
he liked it. He hearted it. That's when you, and they're like,
his social media guy.
yeah,
bro.
no, yeah. They're like, no, I'm like, no, I think it was him. He's
Or
pretty
his
cool.
wife.
Yeah, he
He's
was
just like.
ha. Yeah. But dude, I geeked out. It was one of my proudest moments.
Yeah.
Not even
So
gonna
we
lie.
get it, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
Totally. All right. This is a collab here, as we just talked about. We're all in this together. I took two phrases and mixed them up, and everyone was like, I don't know what the you're talking about. Fishing gal and Sweet Lime did. Fishing gal, you sort of did. Sweet Lime totally did. Fishing gal, isn't it 100% of the shots not taken fail? Nope, not that either. Sweet Lime, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Bingo. That was it.
Bingo, bango.
Bingo, bango. What I was thinking of a dumb golf joke that is 99% of the putts left short don't go in,
Oh, God.
which also doesn't make any sense, but it's funny. So well done.
Stick to the basketball.
Miss Grouchy Girl. With Mike on the anniversary thing, I sat there watching that scene thinking that one of the things that is so great about my long-term friendships is that we understand that sometimes we can't deal with all the spinning plates and the friendships I'm putting on the shelf for a minute. And yeah, Kyle's whole life is blowing up in his face. Maybe cut him some slack this year. If it continues, sure. Plus, this I thought was crazy, and now I'm so into this theory. Plus, did anyone else think the unspoken thing in the bit was that Kyle didn't get Carl on the new show, and Carl is actually sad about that? I think that's what Carl's pissed about. I think we're gonna find out. I think that's probably what the fight is too.
We haven't even talked about the trailer, which we'll do another time, but
Yeah, that trailer's psycho.
Oh, why don't we do the whole episode? Just
I
make
know
it
we
4.
we probably should.
We could
So
do
what
one
do you guys
right
do?
after
Should we order
this.
dinner?
Yeah, let's. You guys hungry?
I think you mean breakfast.
It's only $4.50.
Pancakes.
You did it at the same time I did.
Shannon Fall. Shannon Fall's my homie. I'm not so sure about Scott. I don't know why. Maybe I just don't trust anyone anymore. Mostly, I love Mia, and chefs are crazy. And I'm with you, Shannon, and Mary Ayeka Kent. I agree. Maybe I'm becoming jaded. I trust no one. Okay, let's just stick to this being about Scott, okay? No one trusts Scott. Mia, get rid of Scott. Nobody likes this guy, okay?
Scott does
Scott
rub me
Schmott,
the wrong way.
and he's got a funny nose.
Literally, I say this shit all the time. I don't think I've ever heard you comment on someone's like physical appearance.
I'm going to comment on this motherfucker.
That's how you know he's in love.
Yeah. Whatever.
It's a vibe though, right? Like he doesn't.
He's very quiet.
Yeah.
So I haven't gotten a vibe from him other than like,
He's chefy vibe. He gives like
yeah,
A chef vibe?
chef.
Oh.
He just seems like super intense and crazy and might yell at you for doing something.
Perfectionist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like which I'm like, if you're a chef, I'm
no,
fine.
I
with.
know you're into that.
Yeah, I love
a
that
hard
shit.
pass
Yeah.
for me.
But not for me. It's not right for me, is what I'm saying. So you should just get rid of that guy. Meteor Wine. I'm with you, Mike, on giving grace to Kyle for forgetting Carl's tragedy. While I like Carl, that whole scene felt like a thirsty beat with Carl trying to grab screen time. I saw him interviewed about not being on the city, and he was clearly butthurt. It just shows that when you have a successful redemption arc, your reality show becomes boring. I think
Meteor Wine. I would just like to offer you this. Maybe Carl's just homosexual. No. Boring. Like, I think you could have a good redemption arc, and if you're funny and like fun, like Carl's so sweet, but I would never be like jazz hands with Carl. Like he's not cracking jokes.
You leave the jazz hands to the homosexual Carl.
And by the way, if he came out, I would be like, now that's a guy with pizzazz.
I have always said, just because like I am just missing the vibe, but I like think it is the greatest thing to say all the time now, and I hope that doesn't offend anyone.
None of this is important. Barry, thank you so much for our shipment of supplies.
Oh my God.
I was going to wait for the Valley, but I think I might do it on every episode that we ever do forever. You guys, go buy some Meteor Wine. Sell a kid, sell a kidney. Them all. Like, just get it.
That's
put
right.
it on the credit card. It's fine. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to work out fine. Get 2 bottles. It's the best wine you'll ever have. And Barry's a real nice guy.
Courtney always comes in, like we just leave. I always know when she's going to be here, and I always just unlock the door like within those like 10 minutes or whatever. And this time she's just kind of, I hear just sort of like some budging. I hear like some thuds. Yeah. And I'm like, come in. And I'm like, this is, what the fuck? She says, is the music too loud? So I go and open it, and Courtney's got these 2 gigantic boxes. Like, it's like, it was like a movie. Like, you can't see their face. Like, is Courtney behind that? Yeah. And then she just sort of like barreled in with them. And I'm like, what is this? Like, just thinking Courtney's brought her work over again.
I was like, it's from Barry.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh God. And then you were kind of in a bad mood right when you got home. And then I'm like, Courtney brought stuff.
I'm in a good mood now.
She brought sourdough bread because she makes it now. Yeah. So she brought him that, and she brought him wine and then something else. And I was like, what is this, the last
water,
supper?
wine, and bread. And by the way,
take a lot to make me happy.
I did tell Barry, I'm like, OMG, Mike might wet himself.
Yeah, I did. A little. That's why I've been sitting with my legs crossed so you can't see it.
It's pretty good stuff.
It's a little people.
Yeah, thanks,
yeah,
Barry.
thank you so much. Seriously, so sweet.
We're definitely cracking open a bottle for the reunion. I can't do that sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. When's the
both
reunion?
of them.
Tomorrow?
Now that we've got like 200 bottles here, yeah,
we might each get our own bottle. We'll just go straight out the bottle for the reunion.
Yeah.
Pat Clark, I'm holding out on Dara. Pat, we need to book a tea time and discuss. I'm having a hard time reading her. Shannon Fall. Okay, same. What? I don't know what it is, but I'm on the fence.
Let me tell you something. I'm wondering, and I think I said it earlier, ever since they snipped that fight out, it just makes me wonder, like, is that like when I saw sort of the arguing, and also because she lied, if nobody, you can see this cat right now, Pat. She's looking at me like, are you still talking? Is this still happening?
When does the tall girl leave? I want to go to bed. It's 1:30.
She's sitting on my heating pad.
You'll have to fight me for it, Mindy.
And now these last few episodes, these last 2 specifically, I have not got the vibe from her. And I'm now wondering, like I said, if everything's kind of getting retooled and they're like, no, good vibes from
Pretty Bird.
Yeah. Because just tell me this. Do you feel the same these last 1 or 2 episodes? Like, I'm just curious because I'm like, listen, I'm looking to hate everyone. That's sort of my bag. But like, it's that little flicker thing is gone for me right now. And maybe it'll come back because maybe that little scene that got cut out, maybe that is not from where we thought it was. Maybe that's still to come. And if you come after my little Bailey Boo Pie, it's all over. So I'm just saying, I am curious if you've noticed a vibe shift because
Not Bailey, Dara.
Yeah, I said if she comes after my little Bailey.
Okay. This is kind of long, so I'm going to read it pretty fast. Return of Chocolate Jesus. I fully buy Jesse's conspiracy theory that Ben and Sabrina have been together the whole time and that he only pretended to be single to get on the show. It would be psychotic of him to tell her absolutely all the sordid details about everyone immediately upon getting back together with her. And Sabrina... Sorry, Chocolate Jesus. Damn it.
Jesus.
Oh my God, that is so good.
Say hi to Pat Clark.
And Sabrina would be less of a freak, I think, if she's been hearing all this stuff about these people from Ben for the entirety of filming. If he is delivering the gossip to her throughout the week, she probably would start feeling like she knows them too in an almost parasocial way. Oh my God, I hate phones. If it didn't happen that way and Ben unloaded all the personal details from these people's lives right after getting back with her, and then she rushed in and acted like she's best friends with them and started giving them advice, then she and Ben are both lost causes and people should be afraid of them both. It would also make more sense why Ben couldn't handle Bailey's joke because he was setting a boundary because he had a girlfriend. That shit is gold. Like, it just made so much sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Sarah K., I get that Amanda was joking, but given the way Ben felt about Bailey's comment, should have been the clue into how Ben would take that. I was honestly shocked, joke or not, she'd go there. Which was, I thought, a great point. Like, you saw how he reacted to Bailey saying some shit. Why would you say that same shit 2 months later?
Because Amanda has had the shield of Kyle for 10 years and the rules don't apply to her.
Amanda.
Who's going to want you now, Amanda?
I think I read this one on the last,
Somebody.
on our West Side Commando. I can't remember, or I read it in the beginning of this, but it's pretty good, so I'll read it twice. Rebecca Bell. Why is it that people like Amanda raise the issues of mental health issues and anxiety whilst having no regard for the mental health issues and anxiety of others when they behave the way they do? If you have fragile mental health, then surely you would be more switched on to the mental health of others.
Correct.
If you weren't a total asshole.
Yeah, if you weren't a total asshole. You forgot that part, Rebecca. If you weren't a total asshole.
You didn't consider that little factor, did you?
Kiss Kinski.
Funny, guys.
You're delirious.
Yes, completely. Kiss Kinski. I totally disagree with you. I don't think they're talking about me, but Ben is refreshing, confronting Bull right away and not letting it fluster. Great addition to the show. I agree with the not, like, I like that he gets this, like, knocks shit out. So I'm with you on that.
You know how some people are like out on Dara, or not out on Dara, they're just
on the fence.
Reserving final judgment or whatever. I think with Ben, there's just something about him that rubs me the wrong way. Just like with Dara, there's certain things that people are like, I don't know, I'm not sure. So I get it. Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
E. Howell, Sabrina must not understand that the best part of gossiping with your significant other is being an actor and pretending like you don't know anything, gathering your own information, and then comparing notes afterwards. Amateur.
So brilliant. That is so brilliant.
I like that one. Annabelle 5976. Oh, you brought this one up earlier. I love this. This one made me laugh out loud a couple times. Annabelle 5976. I don't know how Wes keeps pulling all these girls. He looks like a Furby.
So there's a content creator that I just became familiar with this week. I think her name is just Honey or Honey S, maybe. Has an underscore in there somewhere. She calls him Midwest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so good. So, like, I'm old as hell, but I like to bring
I had a
in...
mouthful of agua.
Yeah.
That was
Midwest is
funny.
fantastic.
Now I just want to call him the flyover.
I just want to call him Midwest.
Midwest is great.
Yeah, Midwest Commando probably would have been better, but now I feel like we're 4 volumes in. I can't redo all those logos.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I'm closing it out with Truth for Peace for Freedom. Do, 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 do.
I love that it's 1 a.m. It's a little bit quieter.
Woo. Y'all
It's so
regret not going hardcore on that once I finish this.
No, you started it. You
Yeah, we just
started
followed the band leader.
We're following the maestro.
I don't think I was that much
You
lower.
You were way
very
lower.
low.
Yeah, because you've been screaming. And this was the first night, actually, around 11 o'clock, like 2.5 hours ago. Legitimately, I was like, because like, no offense, but you had said something, and I was like, dang, that was pretty loud. And then I was like, holy shit, are people like 11, 12 o'clock at night being like, Oh my God, will these old ass podcasters shut the fuck up?
I know, but no, there's someone on Spotify that is. I do please with the closeout, but I just want to say you don't have to stay for the whole thing.
But we love it if you will.
Because I'll tell you why. Because I read it on a bad day. Because here goes. Okay, this is it. Savor it. Wait a minute. You already responded. You already know what she's gonna say.
I don't, and my mic fell again.
I told you to.
You responded to. Also,
I'm the reader.
I respond. I do the comments, I do the hearts, and then I see why I'm like, ooh,
I want you to know truth. I start reading one sentence and then I stop because I say Natalie's gonna be mad.
I read them all unless work takes me away from my favorite job in the whole world, the comments. Where the shit is that cat? Miniature.
The universe recently spoke to me in a way that hasn't happened since I was 16 years old. I need to go on a journey to find answers as to why and how this happened. I know I sound like a crazy person right now, but it's the rule of opposites. If I start screaming that I'm not crazy, that's when you need to be worried about me. I think this journey is going to heal some deep emotional wounds that I've been carrying for a long time. Love you guys. It's very vague, but am I gathering what I think I'm gathering?
Yeah, I gathered it too.
She's shaking a beat?
Yeah.
Listen, totally fine.
I just want to know, did you clear this with Natalie? Because she might come apart at the seams.
Recall a vacation request coming through my emails.
Yeah. First of all, I was like, wait, am I taking this seriously? And really she's asking the universe is trying to talk to me about why this whole scandal happened. But I think she means she's maybe taking a beat.
Yeah, I think it's like for her life, which first of all, when the universe speaks, you listen. And I fully support this. We're going to miss you. Truth.
Yeah, I want to know everything that it tells you and ask it about me. See if there's anything it wants to pass along because I'm not a good listener.
Oh, yeah. If they tell you when I'm going to meet my ladies, where the hell's my husband? What's taking him so long to find me? Anyway, this is about you, Truth. Wow, I'm really sad.
Yeah, I know. But also really glad that you know that you're allowed to take a trip now and again.
Well, you'll just be super missed because we love you super much.
Yeah, and send us a postcard.
Oh, God, now
Minnie is freaking out.
That's a split screen.
Yeah.
Okay, Truth.
Okay, Truth. Godspeed and bring us back a souvenir.
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
I also love mugs if you want to bring a souvenir of a mug back.
From the universe?
Yeah.
And I like drugs.
I like drugs in my mugs. Oh, that's great. This mic is falling again. We have to end this.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, we love you.
Yep. Love you.
Like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend.
Yeah. All that. Love you. Bye.
Potatoes.
Bye. Guys, I can't tell if we're getting worse at this or better.